things in Los Angeles, really in the whole of California. I mean, it's Cali is always wild. Like Cali does not does not lack for excitement, both the good kind of excitement and the bad kind of excitement. And as you know, climate change has been wreaking havoc on the state of California. As you know, we are probably approaching what will be a very bad wildfire season out there, and residents are dealing with record temperatures. This has been most bad for the houseless community there in Los Angeles, and they have been harassed unmercifully by law enforcement there. And that's where we're going to pick this up. You guys, I want to bring into the program a friend of the show, someone whose work we admire quite a bit. And we are joined today with activist and organizer, some might say paid activists, right? And I say good, pay the fuck out of him, actually, because he's worth every fucking penny. Y'all, Ricci Sergeinko from the People's City Council is with us today. Ricci, as always, it is wonderful to see you. How are you?
I'm doing, I was going to say I'm doing great. That's my typical answer, but I'm doing okay. But I wish I was paid, you know, I wouldn't be so fucking broke. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm doing all right. And we can talk about what's going on, but I'm currently facing harassment on behalf of the actions of Sheriff Alex Villanueva and the LA County Sheriff's Department. But you know, that's who they are.
Well, let's bring everybody up to speed, guys. So, Tunde, cue up that video from Ricci. So, Ricci, we're about to take a look at the clip where you were very vocal, shall we say, with Sheriff Villanueva. So, give us a setup here. Where were you at? Why was the sheriff out there, and why were you out there?
Yeah, so it's also like so important to get the message out about what's going on right now. Like the sheriff, you know, LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva has essentially unilaterally placed himself in Venice on the boardwalk. And that's the city of Los Angeles. And so that's for, you know, it's sometimes, you know, for people that aren't from here to differentiate, but you know, there's the city, which has LAPD, and the county that has LASD, the sheriff. And they don't usually work in the city. And so Sheriff Villanueva has essentially unilaterally inserted himself into Venice, where they don't usually work or really have any jurisdiction. But what he's doing is he wants to basically arrest all of the residents that live on the Venice boardwalk. And, you know, it's just like it's absurd. Like, they're saying that he's inserting himself into Venice and for outreach and to get these people help and services, but that's bullshit. He's there to just arrest the people that live on the boardwalk for being fucking poor, and he's going to bring them to jail. You know, a report came out from Knock LA, my friend Cerise Castle, saying that the sheriff said he has 2,000 jail beds ready to go for when they do this massive sweep, and he wants to get it done by July 4th. And so basically what he's doing is, for the business owners in Venice and the wealthy white homeowners in Venice, he wants to rid the boardwalk of all the poor people. So when the tourists come on July 4th, you know, the poor people outside don't affect their business, right? They're still able to capitalize on tourism and people that don't live in Los Angeles. And they don't want people to see the realities of what it's like living in Los Angeles.
Tunde, if we could please take a look at that clip, guys. What you're about to see is, I call this brave, just because when you're fucking with a very powerful person in law enforcement, it's kind of expected there could be some repercussions, and Ricci is experiencing that, and he's going to talk to us about that after we check out this clip. But I want y'all to check this out, because I saw this shit and I said, yeah, Ricci, that shit is badass. Let's go.
Let's see the tats, bro. Let's see the tats, Alex. Let's see those bandito tats, bro. Yo, Alex, you were talking talking all that shit on Instagram Live yesterday about People City Council being the white billionaire city council. Talking all that shit through the screen, bro. But we're right here, right in front of you. You can't even say anything. You fucking coward. You're a fucking spineless piece of fascist shit. We're right in front of you, Alex. You can't even talk that shit. You can't even talk to us, bro. Go back to La Habra Heights. This fucking meathead again.
You're here to just do PR.
Ricci, and afterwards, Villanueva, he posted to social media and called you specifically a paid activist. What has been the response that you have gotten, and what has been the harassment that you say that you have gotten since having this encounter with the Los Angeles Sheriff, Alex Villanueva?
Yeah, and so I just want to, before we get into that, take a couple steps back, just for context for everyone.
Yes.
One, I belong to the organizing group of the People City Council. And the day before I saw Alex Villanueva on the boardwalk, he went on an Instagram Live and he said that, the People City Council is the white billionaire city council. And he's called us out by name a few times. And the funny thing is we are, majority non-white group. We're all fucking broke. And he also said that we white billionaires on the West Side. I'm the only one that kind of lives near the West Side, and everyone else, is from different parts of LA. And so he's a liar. He just blatantly lies, has no regard for the truth. So when I saw him, he didn't say one fucking word to me. And, you talk all that shit on Instagram, and if you really mean it, Alex, you could have brought it to me in person. But then, okay. And then also for there's so many layers of context here. Also, up until that point, the reason why, to answer your question from before, why I was there, up until that point where I caught him on the boardwalk, the sheriffs had received positive media coverage, and some fucking outlets even reported that it was a humanitarian effort, and they were believing the sheriffs at their word. And the attention needed to be brought on what is actually happening. It's a fascist fucking armed takeover of the Venice boardwalk. He's unilaterally inserting himself into a place he doesn't have jurisdiction, so he could arrest a bunch of fucking poor people and throw them in jail for 48 hours and dump them back outside in downtown so they're away from the beach. They have no more of their belongings anymore. That doesn't solve homelessness in Los Angeles. It just removes those people from being in the purview of the business owners and the white fucking wealthy homeowning class. And then also the LA County Sheriff's Department and Alex Villanueva have a history of harassment and intimidation. There's a report that came out, the Check the Sheriff Coalition came out with a report showing that there is direct cause and effect of the sheriffs targeting people that speak out against their violence. Specifically in these situations, usually family members of those that have lost people to LASD violence and those who speak out against LASD violence. And so this fucking guy posted on his Facebook calling me a paid activist. That's not normal behavior from an elected official. And he's just he says he's a progressive Democrat, but he's like leaning into this conservative conspiracy theory thing. And it worked. And I knew as soon as he fucking posted about me that there was going to be a chain of events that happened, because that's what they fucking do. But Ben Shapiro's outlet, the Daily Wire, wrote about me, and they wrote an article saying that I was a paid activist. And so but it's funny because I do get paid for political work. I do like digital strategy and social media for like progressive organizations. So they looked at my LinkedIn and they were like, "Oh, you work at the Adriel Hampton Group." At Adriel Hampton Group, we worked on a bunch of like campaigns. And so they are really believing this conspiracy theory that I'm a paid protester, a paid activist.
I mean, but Ricci, first of all, I hope you are getting paid, goddammit, because you were out here doing good work. You were out here putting your body on the line. You were out here trying to organize the community around a myriad of different issues. So fuck them. If they say that you were paid, bitch, tell them that you trying to get paid better. God damn it. Ain't nothing wrong with you being a paid activist. Villanueva, in my opinion, is a paid fucking terrorist. Ben Shapiro is a paid fucking activist. So tell them to suck your fucking dick. I'm so sorry to go that hard. Y'all know I don't normally tell people to suck my dick. But Richie, if they call you a paid activist, tell them suck your fucking dick, dog. Because who cares if you get paid? You should be getting paid.
Yeah. And
I'm
it's
sorry.
good. No, I appreciate that. And that's why I like coming on. I love talking to you, not only here, but separately. But it's okay if they, that he wants to call me these things, because when the media comes to me, this is what I say. This is distraction from the point that Alex Villanueva is covering up the murder of Andres Guardado. He's covering up that there's 15 active deputy gangs within the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. He's covering up that there is targeted intimidation and harassment of the families that speak out against the LASD violence. So he can speak about me however he wants, but all he's doing is fucking putting more attention on himself when he mentions me or the People's City Council. And, I'm involved in these coalitions that are researching and understand these issues. And so, Alex, like we know what you do, and you're not hiding it. Like, so for example, there's this family of a guy, a kid named Anthony Vargas, family of Anthony Vargas. They live in East LA, and they're fucking badasses, and they speak out against the violence and the gangs, and they are faced with harassment from the sheriff deputies in East LA. And so this is just what happens. Like they use their funding and their platform to target people that speak out against them being fucking violent murderers. It's like, it's real mafia level shit.
So Richie, as much as you're comfortable, and even if you're not comfortable, that's okay too. Do you want to talk to us about the harassment that you have begun to experience in terms of like the specific targeting? And that this came directly as a result of Villanueva putting you on his Facebook page, et cetera.
Yeah. I'll to just put it lightly, like there are things going on that we recognize are not normal situations. And either things being said or other things that don't seem to happen in the regular course of business are now appearing because Alex Villanueva decided to take a public shot at me. And yeah, I mean, I'm experiencing intimidation and harassment. There's a variety of tactics that they employ. But I am on record to the Civilian Oversight Committee and the LA County Board of Supervisors and the Office of the Inspector General that I'm experiencing this harassment as a result of the actions of Alex Villanueva and LA County Sheriff's Department. So if anything ever happens to me, it's a direct result. It happens to me or anyone around me, it's a direct result of Alex Villanueva's actions. So who knows if that is worth anything, but that's what's happening. And if anything were to happen, it's because of this the top gangbanging cop in the Western Hemisphere. Richie,
I hope and pray. I believe nothing will happen to you. I hope nothing happens to you. And I think it's really smart of you to put as much of this on the record, as much of it out in the public discourse to make people aware that these things are occurring. I know you mentioned Cerise Castle, the journalist from Knock LA. She's taken similar steps, I believe, making it clear that she is receiving this harassment coming from the police. I even think she was detained recently at an event.
I was with her.
Well, what happened? What happened?
So I guess we didn't even talk about that. Oh my God. Okay. So Cerise Castle has reported on the 15 deputy gangs within the LA County Sheriff's Department. And brilliant. Cerise is a friend of mine and an amazing journalist, and like one of the few, like, someone that's actually reporting on what the fuck is happening in Los Angeles. Is that there's a lot that skirts mainstream attention that is serious. So Cerise and I were at a action, and it wasn't an action. Excuse me. Cerise and I were at a press conference for Alex Villanueva, and there was an action there as well. I happened to end up in the press area for some reason, I don't know. And some other protesters wanted to come where I was, and so they went up the driveway, and the sheriffs blocked them. A bunch of sheriffs hopped out and blocked them, and I started recording, and then I got yelled at for recording from where I was, and then and then I was like, okay, I'll just go back over here. Like, I just want to see what's going on with the press conference. And then the sheriff started getting physical with the protesters, and they start pushing them and stuff. And so I was like, damn, I gotta go over there, and I gotta record this. And so, but then I get kind of close, and then I just start getting yelled at again. And I knew I was about to get snatched. So I threw my phone in my pocket, and this guy, deputy, grabs me, throws my hands behind my back. Literally at that same time, 3 deputies were approaching Cerise and detaining her. But Cerise, they detained me because they said I was whatever the fucking legal term is for not being where I was supposed to be, and because that was a closed press area. I didn't have a press credential. Cerise is a legit ass journalist and has her credential, and they still stopped her for filming what was going on. And so, I got detained and put in the back of a cop car, and they stole my hydro flask, which is really disappointing. And Cerise was stopped and questioned for being in the press area despite being pressed. And so it's a targeted thing. They don't like people that expose their corruption.
They don't. And as a result, I know Cerise is taking precautions, Ricci, and I implore you to also take as many precautions as you were able to do, because you're dealing with the biggest gang in California. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers can't be scared of the Bloods and Crips, not more than you scared of the police, because the police, have actual power that they can leverage against you at any time. So whereas I am fully supportive of you getting in Alex Villanueva's shit for calling him the gang member that he is, demanding to see his gang tats, because there's only one reason why he hasn't shown his arms is because he's got the gang tats, right? Because if he didn't have them shits, he would show you. It's like, no, I ain't got them shits. No, he got them shits. That's why he's not showing them. But Ricci, you got to watch your back out here. And I'm not suggesting that you're not. I know you are, but I just want to overemphasize it, because you do amazing things out here, Ricci. I mean, everything that I see coming out of Los Angeles, I'm very grateful that you have been able to share this perspective of LA with everybody else who follows People's City Council on social media. And I mean, the shit is deserving of a lot of attention and a lot of scrutiny. And because of the work that you do, we're able to get that, that perspective from way far away from California. So I appreciate what you do, Ricci. Just be careful out here, please, please, please.
Yeah, I'm going to be as careful as we can and as needed. But yeah, we're gonna take those steps, but we myself and the People's City Council and the groups that we work with, we are here to expose the corruption and put a spotlight on what is going on. California gets this hype that it's progressive, and Los Angeles is progressive, and it's not even close. The sheriffs have killed 18 people since the death of George Floyd. LAPD has shot 17 people in this year 2021. And so, it's like there's police violence all over the country, and Los Angeles is just one of many spots, and one of many spots that is democratically run. And so, we just got to keep building people power and building a mass movement across, multi-generational, multiracial, multicultural, and build power with folks up and down and across the country, because it is a big task to take on the police, right? They have fucking all the money and they have all the guns, but there's more of us than there is of them. Right. And so we just need to keep the pressure on.
That's right. That's right. Very grateful to groups like People City Council, like Ground Game LA, like K-Town for All. I mean, y'all out here stepping up for the people in a big, big way. Guys, I want to thank Ricci Sergeinko for making some time to share with us what is happening out in Los Angeles and be very vulnerable and open up to us about the harassment that he has been enduring, more than likely from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department after Ricci got in Villanueva's face. The Los Angeles County Sheriff, Alex Villanueva, Ricci got in his shit out there on the Venice Boardwalk. So Ricci, we appreciate your bravery and all the work that you do. And thank you so much for making some time to come back on the show. We love hearing from you.
I love being on with you, and thanks for having me. And we'll text, and you're equipped of the situation. So
yes, Richie's all for burn it down. You should see all the flame emojis in the chat right now, Ricci. Like, yes, Ricci epitomizes burn it down. So we appreciate.
We need to burn it all down. Burn this fucking shit down, and it's gonna have to happen. It's may not happen today, tomorrow, but at some point, this shit's gonna come fucking down. Thank you, Kim.
It has to. Thank you, Ricci. Thank you so much for all you do, guys. Ricci Sergeinko from the People City Council. Go on the Twitter. Jean-Pierre, can you do me a favor? Can you drop the People City Council Twitter in the chat so the people in the chat can follow People City Council? Because, y'all, about the shits. Ricci and them are with the shits. They are 100% with the shits. And y'all know this because we play clips from Ricci and People City Council all the time. I mean, they show up at the mayor's house in the middle of the night, like, wake your ass up, nigga. You out here fucking up, and we here to tell you all about it. And I love that. I love that so much. I think that shit is sexy. It is mad sexy, guys. Well,